There's archaeology literally everywhere you look. There's pottery, bone, shell, fragments of clay pipe. It's probably one of the richest veins of archaeology anywhere in Britain. So this is stuff that you've collected this morning then?
This is stuff I collected in one walk. We have medieval wall, been knocking about the river bottom for hundreds of years. And then we get this concentration here. These are sort of 16th century, which we can probably relate to the palace. It's really interesting. It's quite unusual to have such a sort of tight collection of pottery, all of one particular period.
Oh wow, what's that?
So, well, it's a bit of stoneware. It's the arms of Cologne. 1550s, you know, Tudor, we're in that area.
Right.
I mean, what's really interesting is this beaker glass. It's decorated.
That's lovely.
It's got sharp edges again.
Yeah.
It's not been kicking around the bottom of the river endlessly. And in my 200-yard walk, I found 4 parts. Now, this is uncommon stuff on excavations in central London. To actually find that amount on the foreshore in one walk, it's really quite exceptional.
We've got an Elizabethan fastener there.
Yeah.
If you can imagine on your jacket, this will actually fasten like that.
Oh, like hooks and eyes?
Yeah, it's a fastener. So that is actually a fastener.
So that's Elizabethan?
It's Elizabethan. And then on top of that, the Thames is renowned for these, which are of course the Tudor pins. A woman of distinction had 1,000 pins on her. I think Elizabeth I had 2,000 pins on her. Now,
doing what?
Well, for hair, for clothing. An Elizabethan ruff had 150 pins plus on it. And these are Tudor lace ties, so exactly the same as you get on your shoelaces.
Oh yeah.
Like on jackets, on shirts and stuff, where you'd have crisscrosses of like leather thongs and stuff. These would be on the end, so they could be threaded.
How often are you down here on the foreshore?
I
try
and get out at least once a week. It's all dependent on the tides as well, because the tide, the level changes. Some days you get really good low tides, and others it's not so good. So generally the lower tides are better, because it goes further out and you've got a better chance of finding good stuff. There's a nice jetton there as well.
What's that?
It's a Nuremberg jetton. Would have originally made as a reckoning counter. You would have sort of counted out money. You'd have it on a big checkerboard.
Yeah.
And the Germans were very good at making them in Nuremberg. And the masters of the jetton makers were actually not allowed to leave the city until they'd fulfilled their apprenticeship.
Really?
And there were lots of different families that made these jettons. And I looked at that one earlier and it says Wolf Laufer.